the man suddenly discovered an easy way to make money. All he had to do was pretend to be blind, and his income would be 3 times that of others. He could even live for free in government-provided housing by using his blind identity. He used his profession as a pianist to visit people's homes and play the piano. Since no one would suspect a blind person, he often took the opportunity to spy on the female homeowner's privacy. But this would turn out to be the biggest regret of his life. One day, he went to play piano at a wealthy man's house, but the wealthy man's wife seemed reluctant to let him in, claiming he had the wrong time. However, Jack had already received the deposit from the wealthy man. After the performance, there was still a lot of money left to be paid. Jack was sure he hadn't made a mistake. As they argued, the noise drew the attention of the neighbors next door. The woman, not wanting to cause a scene, had no choice but to let Jack in. Once she confirmed that Jack was indeed blind, she felt comfortable enough to let him perform. But just a short while into the performance, Jack was startled by what he saw. A body was lying in the living room. At that moment, Jack realized why the woman had been so hesitant to let him in. But he couldn't show his nervousness, so he pretended to need the bathroom. As he passed the living room, he deliberately stepped on some spilled wine to act more like a blind person. He thought going to the bathroom would help him calm down, but little did he know, the murderer was right behind him. He had to stay calm, fearing that his true identity would be discovered. Luckily, Jack didn't raise any suspicions. When he returned to the living room, he finally saw that the body lying on the floor was the wealthy man himself. Though Jack was terrified, he continued to play the piano. The woman pretended to contact the wealthy man, telling Jack that he would return in 10 minutes. Then, they began dealing with the body right in front of Jack. They put the wealthy man's body into a suitcase, and the woman walked to the door, creating the illusion of waiting for the wealthy man to return, playing a recording of the man's voice, as if having a conversation with her husband. The woman then said that the wealthy man had to leave temporarily, and the murderer dressed in the wealthy man's clothes, dragging the suitcase out of the house.